My dad showed up at my college graduation after my stepdad told me he wasn't coming minus what happened next. Left everyone in tears. My biological father missed every important event in my life when he suddenly appeared at my college graduation after my stepdad texted him I was in the hospital. I realized which man had truly been my father all along. I was 7 when my dad walked out, not with dramatic shouting or tears. Power, he simply left for a business trip and never moved back in. The divorce papers arrived 2 weeks later. For the next 11 years, he existed primarily as sporadic text messages and forgotten birthdays. He missed my high school plays, sports championships, and even my college acceptance celebration. Work emergencies, travel conflicts, or the classic something came up. My stepdad, Tom, entered my life when I was 9. He was everything my father wasn't: present, supportive, and genuinely interested in my life. He attended every school event with a ridiculous oversized camera, helped me through calculus homework he barely understood himself, and taught me to drive in empty parking lots with infinite patience. When I got accepted to my dream university 3 states away, Tom drove the moving truck himself and spent a weekend assembling furniture in my dorm room. 4 years later, as graduation approached, I sent my father the obligatory invitation, not expecting him to show. 2 days before the ceremony, he confirmed my expectations with a text. "Proud of you, kiddo, but can't make it. Big client meeting in Phoenix. We'll send something nice." I wasn't even disappointed anymore, just numb to the familiar rejection. The morning of graduation, I stood in my cap and gown, taking photos with my mom and Tom. As we headed toward the auditorium, I spotted a familiar figure standing awkwardly at the entrance, my father, wearing a suit and holding flowers. "What are you doing here?" I blurted out, too shocked for pleasantries. "Tom called me," he said, looking uncomfortable. "Said you were in the hospital." I caught the first flight out. I turned to my stepdad. I turned to my stepdad, confused. I told him, "You were in the hospital because you just had your appendix removed." She feels true parent 12 years ago. Must have gotten my dates mixed up. My father stared at Tom, then at me. "You had your appendix out when?" "When I was 10, I said quietly. "You sent a card." The silence between us held years of absence. 12 years ago, my father repeated slowly. "And you flew across the country overnight because you thought she needed you." Tom met his gaze steadily. "Wouldn't you?" Something shifted in my father's expression. For the first time, he seemed to truly see the man who had raised his daughter. During the ceremony, I had 2 fathers watching, one who had given me life and one who had shown me how to live it. When they called my name, I heard Tom's distinctive whistle over the crowd. Afterward, my father approached us, looking more humble than I'd ever seen him. "I've missed a lot," he said simply. He handed Tom his camera. "Would you mind taking a picture of us?" Tom nodded, stepping back, but I reached out and pulled him into the frame. "No," I said firmly. "I want a picture with both my fathers." It wasn't forgiveness exactly, but it was a beginning, one that started with recognizing the difference between being a father and acting like one. Sometimes the most important family lessons come with tassels and tears.